Hey guys, how you doing today? This is Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog, and I am going to do a little gear review for you guys today. We have reviewed items like this before, but never this particular item, so we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to get rid of my handy-dandy mitts to keep our hands warm out here in the cold, frigid air. And it's starting to get chilly again. We're going to take a look at today. It's a different gear brand than we normally look at. This is the Lifeline medium first aid kit. We've looked at another first aid kit, but this is a little bit more serious deal. So let's get this bad boy open and take a look here. Alright, so it is a 53-piece first aid kit with a hard shell foam case, carabiner, first aid guide, scissors, tweezers, vinyl gloves, bandages, knuckle bandage, knee and elbow bandage, gauze pads, sting relief pads, antiseptic towelettes, alcohol prep pads, and a roll of tape. Let's take a look. So just from the outside, I can tell you that I like the case, and I like that they were smart enough to put the carabiner through both of the zippers to kind of hold everything shut. And there's a little piece of tape on this carabiner, which is kind of crazy, because all you have to do is do this and it opens. But let's take a look anyway. So we're going to pull that carabiner off. Now, if you're actually doing first aid, you wouldn't want to lose that, but it's red, so I don't think you're going to. I'm just going to open this bad boy up and take a look. Alright, everything's in here pretty nice. So you've got kind of a trifold thing going here. Then we have this danger. Keep out of reach of children and pets, may contain metal or sharp objects. Remove worn out batteries. There's nothing in here that uses a battery, so okay. And it's got that in a couple different languages for all the different kinds of people that live in our melting pot in the United States. Anyhow, so we got some scissors here, which are kind of a children's safety scissor looking deal. They feel sort of chintzy, but I also think that they would cut. They have that Chinese mark on them, but the funny thing about these things is that they're a little bit, got some muck on them. I'm not too sure what that stuff is. Maybe some kind of grease that they use in the steel process, probably some kind of oil bath steel. It's got some stuff on the metal blanks there. And then we've got our little package with our vinyl gloves in it. 10 Band-Aids, but they're, you know, a different name brand. They're not the Band-Aid name brand. We've got all of our towelettes here. So they are BZK, contains benzalkonium chloride, which I'm going to assume is an antiseptic. Probably kills everything, not just germs. We have some plastic tweezers. These look like they would be handy to remove a tick, I suppose. I wouldn't want to go trying to get a small splinter with these bad boys. Yeah, but they look like they'd be handy for grabbing something a little bit bigger and getting it out of there. So those aren't bad. We got this kind of skinny little roll of tape here. Don't like the roll of tape. I think that if you got hurt with this first aid kit, you'd wind up using this roll of tape on your first go, but that's okay. At least there's tape in there. I always add to first aid kits, so that's no big deal. I add more gauze, I add more stuff. Got our gauze pads here, just as advertised. A couple of bigger ones. Let's see what else we got here. These are our smaller Band-Aids and our knee and elbow bandage here, and these smaller kind of finger-sized ones here, and then a ton of alcohol prep pads, which are always good. That's one thing you really, if you're up in the woods, it's actually a lot harder to get an infected wound because you're up where it's cleaner. There's less bacteria. The higher up you get, there's less air for the bacteria. But you can still get a nasty infection. If you're out in the woods with a nasty infection, you're pretty well screwed. You could get septicemia and pass away from your heart stopping due to the amount of infection in your body. Then we have these sting relief pads, which looks like they would be good for minor burns, scrapes, and insect bites. So it's a numbing compound in there. What do we have in here? Benzocaine. Told you. So it's numbing, and there's alcohol in these too, so these will work as antiseptic pads as well. And that's nice. So it's got everything that said it had in it. Let's take a look at the first aid instructions here. So we got this little paper of the essentials of first aid. First aid is not an exact science. It is the immediate treatment following any kind of medical emergency. In case of serious medical emergencies, treatment given to the victim while waiting for the arrival of medical assistance. That's why, hence the term first aid. They've got artificial respiration. They've got instructions for the Heimlich maneuver, poisoning, open wounds, bleeding. When blood is spurting or flowing in a steady stream, it should be checked immediately, or the patient may lose enough blood to cause death. If you need to read this to find that out. Anyway, I'm not going to be a jerk. But no, this is all pretty handy stuff, and also fairly straightforward. You know, I'm going to say that it's a pretty well-stocked little medium kit. I wouldn't call this a medium kit if it was me. I would call this more of a starting kit. Even more of a starting kit, really, than the little kits that we throw in our glove box and stuff, the little waterproof ones. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 because the amount of tape in there is not enough. There's not enough gauze in there either. And I would add all that kind of stuff to it. But if this is what you have, it's going to work for you. So we're going to say 3 out of 5 for the Lifeline 53-piece medium first aid kit. You guys have a great day. This has been Z-Town Train for Just a Basic Dude Vlog, and I am out of here. Peace.